Hello everyone, Renee here. I was running around in the beautiful Chernarus when I suddenly received a message from Brian Hicks, the lead producer from DayZ, if I wanted to come over. It sounded like a real adventure, so of course I said yes. 2 weeks later, I jumped in my car and I moved towards Miniesk pod Brody, where the Bohemia Interactive office is located. 5 kilometers before Prague, my car broke down. The battery was dead, so I needed to go look for a new one. After quite a while, I found one in a barn and I went on my way again. Shortly after, I finally arrived at the town square. This is where Brian and Peter waited for me. I followed them to the office where they create the Arma series and do the mocaps. They started to work on DayZ Standalone right here in a small little room in this really quiet area. In the conversation with the system administrator Jan, he told us at some point that there is an overpopulation of boars in the area and that they were digging under the trees. Is that why they implemented them in Arma initially and why we have them in DayZ right now? We moved up the hill and had a nice lunch at this little restaurant. There were even hikers there, so you can imagine that the area was pretty quiet. We moved towards the square again, where the original fire station is located. Apparently, they just replaced the doors. See here a picture I found of the old doors? And here is the new one I saw.
Extended like offices that the one in game does.
It's thinner in DayZ, right? Like size-wise?
Well, it's
higher.
more compressed that way, but
Alright.
in DayZ it's also longer that way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's the other.
The tower is
The tower is left front.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm recording. That's why it doesn't work.
After that, we jumped in the car and we moved towards Cherno and Pikoslovka, where we got out and walked up the hill. This was actually pretty hard to do with my real-life stamina system. I need to make sure I get some more energy soon. You might not realize it, but this spot is actually there. It's exactly like this. We met several people who also came to check out the view. I don't think they were there for DayZ though. This is the peak we were looking at, and this is the view we had. So as you might know already, the river you see here is the sea in the actual Chernarus. And the small village you see on this side of the river is inspired to be Electro in DayZ. We stayed there for a little bit and we moved towards Novi Sobor and Stary Sobor. Of course I saw pictures of Stary, but it is pretty freaky of how identical it actually is. The road from Novi to Stary to the beginning of Cabanino is almost identical. This is the view we had. Every yard in the town had at least one dog.
The one problem with this village, there is no pub.
There is, but it's ruined.
Oh yeah,
Ruined building.
Yeah.
It's in rusted.
Okay, tetanus shot.
This is the pub they're talking about in game, and this is how it looks on Street View.
Is I will try to cut around Starry, so I don't have to deal with the mess inside, and I'll come straight up over this hill and forget there's a fucking pond here, and have to slam on the brakes.
We drove around a little bit more, but that is all the image and video footage I have. Of course, we have shared a lot of stories too. The next day, I got to see the Bohemia Interactive office where they are developing DayZ right now. We played a little bit of DayZ too, and after that I had to head back home again. There are two more things I want to share with you. One is that the developers are really working hard on the game, and how they talk about the game really shows their love and commitment they have for it. Second of all, since I've been there, I started to appreciate Chernarus even more. Every time I stop in a tree line to check my surroundings, I wait a little bit longer to look at the nature, because we are all surviving in a harsh but beautiful land called Chernarus. Thanks again, Brian Hicks and Peter Nespesny, for inviting me and showing me around. Take care, and I will see you all in the next video. Cheers! Okay, get out now.
Wait, you guys leave first. You guys leave first. They're going after him. Oh god.
Yeah. Awesome job, guys.
Yeah.